it's Michelle and welcome back to the Royal Daily Tea. I am really happy that everyone is enjoying their new Royal Daily Tea merch. I've received some positive feedback. Laura, a member of the RDT community, sent me an adorable photo of her enjoying her tea out of her new Royal Daily Tea mug. So congrats, Laura, and thank you so much for supporting my channel. Now, I also ordered quite a few things from my merch shop to check the quality, and you guys, they came out so well. I'm really happy with it. My favorite is this little white tumbler. It is not too big, it is not too small. It is the perfect size to chug my water on the daily. And the best part is that it will fit in your car console. It is always so annoying when you have those huge water jugs and they don't fit in your car console. So if you would like to get yourself some new RDT merch, it will always be linked for you in all of the video descriptions and also displayed down below. But you guys, we have a lot of juicy royalty to get through today, so you know what to do. Sit back and relax, grab yourself a beverage, and let's get into the Royal Daily Tea. Well, this week we were definitely treated to a very special surprise. We had quite a few appearances by the Fab Five, better known as the Waleses. The Prince and Princess of Wales and all three of their children have visited the aircraft that transported the late Queen ahead of her funeral during a surprise visit to the Royal International Air Tattoo. Now, the family's first stop was a huge C-17 transporter aircraft, which was used to move the late Queen's coffin from Edinburgh to London last September. For her final journey from her beloved Scotland, the late Queen's coffin was flown from Edinburgh to London and then carried by hearse to Buckingham Palace, her home of 70 years. Now, at Edinburgh Airport on September 13, 2022, the Queen was received by the Royal Regiment of Scotland with a royal salute before her bearer party from the Royal Air Force carried the coffin onto the aircraft in RAF Globemaster C-17. Now, the Prince and Princess of Wales and all of their children look like they were definitely enjoying themselves with a day of helicopters, jets, and historic planes during their day out. Now, the weather was really bad. It was gray skies. It was raining, but it looked like it didn't matter. It definitely did not dampen their spirits. Now, Prince George, who was 9, Princess Charlotte, who is 8, and Prince Louis, who is 5, were adorably dressed in their summer attire. Apparently, they have started their summer break from school. Now, Prince George, who is going to be 10 on the 22nd of July, is super tall and is literally his father's twin. I love to see the interaction of the kids and their parents. They definitely look like they were all enjoying themselves for this wonderful family outing. So while Catherine was there, she met with some students and air cadets in the Techno Zone as she has taken over as the patron of the Air Cadets organization in 2015 from Prince Philip. She also met with winners of the Road to Riot National Schools competition in the Techno Zone, which aims to inspire young people in exploring science, technology, engineering, and maths. Overall, it looked like a very fun event for the entire family. The Waleses also attended the men's final of Wimbledon, where we had Prince George and Princess Charlotte joining their parents sitting in the royal box. Unfortunately, little Louis was not able to attend the event, much to his dismay for not being able to be there, but it was a very long 5-hour game and a very epic battle where Carlos Alcaraz dethroned the mighty Novak Djokovic in the men's final match. You can tell it was a very interesting and brutal game by the expressions of Charlotte and Prince George. So some new interesting revelations have come out regarding the July 4th celebrations for Harry and Meghan and their children. As I've mentioned before, nothing is ever as it seems with Harry and Meghan. It's always a bunch of smoke and mirrors. But what did the July 4th celebrations reveal? And a lot of people are speculating on some major blockbusters that I'm beginning to believe are true. Did Harry and Meghan, in fact, ever live in that Montecito Mansion? Was it just for show? Did they pretend to buy it and pretend to live there? Or perhaps did they actually sell their mansion back in 2022? If you remember, they did list their mansion for sale over a year ago and nothing ever came of it. Nothing was ever reported. Where there's many rumors and speculations that they actually do not live in their Montecito mansion, that in fact, Meghan Markle is living in San Isidro Ranch, and that Harry has been staying at the Rosewood Miramar Hotel, among other places throughout California. Now that to me makes a little bit of sense, because if you remember, during their Netflix docu-series, they refused to film at home. Instead, they filmed inside of another mansion. Well, why would they do that? That is so odd. If you have such a beautiful house, why would you not film inside? That was one of the main problems they had with the director who quit working with them, because they wouldn't have a real fly-on-the-wall documentary. Again, everything was a lie. So I understand they want their, quote, privacy, but were there other reasons as to why they could not film there? Perhaps they were no longer living there. There's even rumors when Meghan Markle did her variety photo shoot, she did that at someone else's house. Again, never do anything on their own property. But the other interesting thing that has come to light in regards to the 4th of July holiday was the reason why those photographs were so grainy, were apparently they weren't photographs, that perhaps quite a few of them were lifted from an actual video, a promotional video for the Rosewood Miramar Hotel. Sounds like something Harry and Meghan would do, because we all know the cash-strapped duo are desperate for moolah. So how much money would that hotel have made if they have Harry and Meghan sitting on the street corner waving and letting people know, hey, Harry and Meghan live right around the corner, y'all? But it was literally in their Instagram video. Do you think Harry and Meghan for one moment would allow any company to have them be a part of their promotional footage unless they were getting paid? Hell to the no. That was a promotional video. This is what Meghan Markle does. Besides fake awards, promotional pieces are her other part of her narcissistic wet dream. Just like she did for Hertz. I'm beginning to believe she was paid when she went to go accept that bogus award from Glow in New York City, where she looked like she was wrapped in her Nana's quilt, and the color of the yellow perfectly matched the color of Hertz. And she walked in through that weird side entrance. She was merching it, guys. She was making money. You know, they all say you're supposed to dress for the career that you want. And she's dressing as a showgirl for Hertz. She is a Hertz promotional model, and she dressed the part the night she accepted that award. That is what makes sense. Nothing else does. So there's a lot of questions in regards to that route for the 4th of July parade for the Rosewood Miramar Hotel. It wasn't near their Montecito home, so why in the heck would they be there unless they're being paid? And it's much closer to a very exclusive neighborhood in San Isidro Ranch, where it is rumored that Meghan and the children live and that Harry does not. It makes more sense. Also, if you check out the weird body language between Harry, Meghan, and the children, you could have parked a Mack truck between Harry and Meghan. If you wouldn't have known who they were, it looked like Harry was with the other couple and not with Meghan Markle. Why were they so far apart? They didn't look like a happy family to me. It looked very posed. And Meghan made sure that she was front and center and separate with Lily, Princess Lily, and they did the little royal wave in a promotional video. That is my 2 cents. Also, it has come out that Prince Harry wants to sue Page 6 for posting photographs of Princess Lily, with her not having her face blurred because he's so worried about her privacy. Really? If you and Meghan Markle are so concerned about the privacy of your children, why the heck did you give them a prince and princess title, move them out of the country where that title was relevant, and stick them in California? Why would you give them a royal title? People like Princess Anne and Prince Edward specifically did not give their children titles so they could have more privacy and make that decision for themselves. But you literally took that away from your children, and you do pap picks to the highest bidder, but then you cry foul when a photograph is actually published. It makes no sense. But another part of that story is that Page 6 is owned by Murdoch Group, where he is currently suing the Mirror Group in one of his many lawsuits. Does Harry not realize that when he keeps suing people, it makes him look like a royal arse? It's not helping him to win any fans. Again, the sue-happy Sussexes haven't found a lawsuit they don't like. But let me tell you something, son. When you start losing, and you're going to start losing big, the dominoes, tick, 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 are going to keep falling, and you lose $20 million, you're not going to like those lawsuits so much. Very interesting how he has never sued Batgrid, Tom Bauer, Valentine Lowe, Jason Knopf. You know why? Because you can't sue people who have royal receipts and who tell the truth. But he's trying to get another kick in at the Mirror Group. He is desperate, y'all. This is desperate, trying to win at any way that he can with the media. But it's going to backfire in his face. So Meghan Markle was papped walking in a farmer's market in Montecito, sans Harry and the children as usual. Now apparently this was taken on a Tuesday afternoon and held for a couple of days, released on the final day of Wimbledon, of course. Now, one of the funniest puff pieces has come out saying Meghan Markle's farmer's market outing shows she is stepping away from the royal drama. You mean the royal drama you created, sis, and couldn't finish and are losing? That royal drama? Okay, she's walking around with her bodyguard and her dog very inconspicuously. Wow, she doesn't know how people know it's her. And somehow she gets photographed, right? Papped, always papped. But again, it was very suspicious. She always does these little pap tricks every time a negative story comes out. All of a sudden you see Meghan decked head to toe in expensive clothing that automatically ends up in Meghan's closet. She had the biggest, emptiest straw handbag I've ever seen. Nothing was literally in the bag, but she made sure it was front and center, so they got a really good pic for the website. She also brought her dog, which apparently you can't bring a dog, while she was looking for flowers and honey. It literally looked like she was there for 5 minutes and left just in time to be seen and papped. Again, very suspicious. The timing as usual. As I mentioned before, she loves to be papped. She loves to be paid for her little sponsorships. And let's be honest here, they need all the money they can get right now. Things are getting a little tight, especially since the writers are on strike. They're going to have a very hard time with their creative projects being taken off the ground. Now, another story came out that Harry and Meghan have to prove to the world that they are hard workers. I mean, that is something you probably should have done 3.5 years ago, but hey, better late than never, apparently. So now Harry and Meghan are having a problem. They're having a writer's strike, and they're having to prove to people they're worth the time and effort and the money. But now everything in Hollywood is at a standstill with actors and writers striking. So I think it's going to be very, very hard for them to get their projects off the ground. Now they're trying to act like, Meghan is just not bothered by the royal drama. And she most certainly is not bothered by the fact that her mockumentary series was not nominated for an Emmy Award, where there's always a silver lining, Meghan. If you want to know what it feels like to hold an Emmy Award, you can always call your daddy and ask him to hold one of his 2 Emmy Awards. See, there's always a bright spot to every negative story. Well, a new story has come out that Meghan Markle needs Prince Harry more than ever as they remain united despite solo work. Well, I actually 100% agree with this story. Meghan Markle needs Prince Harry more than ever because without Prince Harry, she is a washed-up sea-level showgirl. Meghan Markle has failed to turn herself into the global icon that she thought she was going to be. She is not the superstar that she envisioned for herself. This past 3.5 years, they have both been a complete failure to launch. Another article has come out with experts saying that Meghan and Harry lack star power. They lack star quality, and they are 100% right. Meghan Markle and Prince Harry do not command the type of star power that William and Catherine do. William and Catherine are what I call rock star royals. When they walked into the room for the coronation, everyone gasped. Everyone gasped. They looked at Kate and they were like, "What tiara? We don't need one." Kate could wear a paper bag. That woman has queen energy. She commands a room. And William does too. And the Wales' children also. They are the Fab Five of the royal family. Unfortunately for the duo in Montecito, nobody cares. Y'all are a joke. Literally, you're a joke. You look sloppy. You look schlumpy. You don't look happy. And you're not fooling anyone with your invisible children. We don't care to see. Nobody's really that interested. They have to put it out in the press and sell stories and be in promo videos for companies to get a paycheck. Literally, they are the Walmart version of the royal family. Meghan Walmart Wallace herself. She has cheapened the royal family. So now Meghan Markle is desperate to hold on to the lie, to the fairy tale of the salt and pepper, the peanut butter and the jelly, the love story that she keeps trying to sell that nobody's buying. She needs people to believe that she's a happy duchess in Montecito because that's all she has is the Duchess of Sussex title. That's her brand. If Harry got up tomorrow and divorced her, she would become so irrelevant. She's already irrelevant, but she would literally be knocked down 100 pegs. She would just be the C-list failed showgirl that she once was. Well, she still is. She just has a Duchess title in front of it. But now she's merching the kids as Prince Archie and Princess Lilibet. but they are so far removed from the royal family, it makes them look desperate. And they are desperate because they're not relevant and they don't have star power. When Meghan Markle wins one of her fake awards at those rent-a-table events where people got to pay for a dried up steak and a wilted salad to listen to her give a horrible speech about herself, they don't even sell out, you guys. It's embarrassing, okay? She can't fill a room. She's not Catherine. Let's just put it to you that way. So Meghan Markle is desperate trying to hold on to Harry because she needs to have a win. She needs to have a positive career. And right now with the writer's strike and with her mockumentary not getting the Emmy nomination and her getting dropped by Spotify and being called a lazy grifter, it's not looking great for Meghan Markle. And I don't see any huge brands willing to sign her. However, that hotel apparently was happy to put Harry and Meghan in their promotional video for Instagram, so who knows? And I'm sure Hertz cut her a little bit of a check when she walked through there looking like you could rent a car from Meghan. So who knows? Maybe we're wrong and she's getting paid left and right with all these undercover promo deals. See, that's actually very smart to get paid undercover. People can't boycott brands if they don't know you're actually getting paid by them. So that's actually a very genius marketing move. So in my opinion, Meghan Markle needs to hold on to Prince Harry a little bit longer until she can get some huge movie and brand deals. Otherwise, she's going to have to ask for some freebies and some handouts from people like Tyler Perry, Big Daddy, who's going to sign her to one of his movies for the BET network because Hollywood is not calling for Meghan Markle. So I 100% believe, even though they are separating their brands and possibly themselves, she's going to hold on to Prince Harry for dear life until she's good and ready for him to go. So what do you guys think of all of these stories? Leave me your comments, guys, down below. As always, I appreciate each and every one of you, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye, guys.